Hello, hello. I don't know about you guys, but it's stinking hot where I am. So I thought, what a perfect time to show you the cyanotype because it's so stinking hot and the sun is so intense. So I know we didn't plan to do this, but hey, you know, that's just the way it goes. So, yay!
What the hell?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt your Sunday, so I thought, well, if she sees me, she'll show up. If she's busy, well, yay! Susan's here. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is so hot. It's unbelievable. The heat index is 123 as of like 20 minutes ago.
It's like 58 here. I had to put on socks.
Go outside. Oh, it's just horrible out there. Now, um,
Hey, Leslie.
hey Leslie. So that way, obviously I can't do this at night, and that way it's all done. And those that got the kit will know what to do with their thing. I'll just put the link, um, next week or over in on the Facebook page or something. I don't know. I'm a little woo. It's a little hot. It's not hot in here though, but my air conditioner has not turned off here in the studio. I don't know what the heck my bill's gonna be, but at least
I
it's
told Betty the same thing. I said, our bill is outrageous and it's never high.
ah yeah, like at this time of day, um well, at least around here, this is the hottest time of the day always, like between 3:30 and 6 o'clock. That is like, if you don't like the heat, stay in the house. So that's when the air conditioning here in the studio won't go off. It's just on and on and on. So anyway, all right. So for those that are going to watch this on the repeat, you need to do this during the daytime. You need to do it when you have full sun, which I'm sure when you watch this, you will have full sun. If you're here in the States, I don't think, well, unless you're in Southern California, you got a lot of rain. But by tomorrow, you won't have any. All right. So now I have these acrylic pieces because, when I do mine, that's what I use. You don't have to have it. If you have, you can have glass, you can have acrylic. You can even use those, the clear page protectors, basically all you're really trying to achieve with these is to keep your paper from being blown away and whatever you're going to put on top of your paper to print. So that's the real reason that you need something clear and a little bit of weight on it. Okay, so that's the reason for that. And then on the bottom, you can use cardboard, you can use a little piece of wood, it doesn't matter what you use, just so that it's a little sturdy, so that your paper, when you go take it outside, it's not going to flop all over the place. Okay. So now the things that we can use to print with, it's all up to your imagination. Traditionally, if you go and just look it up on Pinterest, it's going to show plants, plants, and more plants. And I enjoy doing that. I really enjoy it a lot. So that shouldn't be an issue. Um, and then also you can use just household items that you have. Of course, they need to either be flat so you can put that over it, or if it has enough weight that it won't allow the paper or that object to be blown away, then you can use, dimensional stuff. Like if you wanted to use a bottle, it's not going to fly away, right? So you could use something like that.
It will roll away.
Well, I was going to say, well, this kind of like wants to roll away.
Hey, Riri. Hey, Pinky.
Hey, ladies. One thing I used was you use stencils. You could do the masks that you have. We even used the clear stamps. Those came out kind of cool when we did the first time. What else did we use, Susan? Was that about it? Mm, that might be about it that we used last time. But you can use anything. Trust me. If it will, stop the sun from going through it, it will work. Okay. So now all you have to do is I'm going to do it here in the light, obviously, so you guys can see. But for the best effect, if you just go into a room that's not too brightly lit, or go into turn off the lights in your studio wherever you do your stuff, just so you're not getting direct light on there. And then you would pull out your pre-treated paper, set it down, and then arrange whatever you want to put on there. So we'll go ahead and do the first one just to see how it goes and see how long. We may only have to have it out there for like 1 minute, if that. And I'm going to just go out for a second and get a couple of plants. I didn't want to pre-cut them because they're so delicate right now with the heat. They'd have been all shriveled up. So I'll just get a few right here outside my back door, and we'll play around with that for a second.
Oh, I guess she's leaving me to babysit.
Oh. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Look, it already like wilted. I mean, serious. These things are like. Okay. And here I got a fake one.
I was about to say that one's really limp.
All right. Let me get these out of my black stuff here. And you'll see how easy this is. I don't know how many I'll fit. Maybe just 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Probably just 2, right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if 3 fit. Probably not. But that's okay. I'll just squish it out some.
You can tell Richard dinner's at 6 and we're having chicken noodle soup.
Oh no! He might start right now on the way over.
Homemade.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm just going to lay these. Oops. These are quite intertwined, aren't they? See, I haven't even taken them out, and all the papers want to go in all different directions. That's why you need some weight on it, or else, you're never going to get a decent print. All right, let's see. Stop moving on me. Okay, let's just deal with that because it's already, I don't want to expose it. Okay, maybe I have heat exhaustion. I don't know. Oh no, it's already starting. Oh gosh, people. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Well, it's always good to learn what not to do, right? That's also learning. It doesn't always have to show you what you need to do. Sometimes it's what you shouldn't do. Like, don't do this when it's 185 degrees outside.
Or it's just shit happens.
Well, this is true. Okay, so now I'm just going to go take this outside. And during the interlude, Susan will sing or tell you a bedtime story or something. I don't know.
Don't trip.
I know.
I don't think I know any songs. You can't see me dance. I already told you all my jokes.
Okay, that's out there. Let's get another set going. It shouldn't be too long. Oh, I think I put. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I put them both out there. Oh, hold on. I think I messed up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's over here. Never mind. I have them in my dark paper. And by the time I put this together and go out there, the other one's probably done.
Oh, I'm sitting here trying to find that damn craft store, and I'm looking up Anna's Linens. It's Joanne's. Good Lord.
What are you trying to look up?
Where did I come up with Anna's Linens?
I don't know.
I was like, this just doesn't look right to me. I'm trying to get some of the Timmy stuff.
Oh, Halloween stuff?
Yeah, because it's on sale at Anna's, and if you do it on their online, on their app or something, then you get another percentage off. I just want some of the broken glass.
That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was. Okay, what do I want to put on it? See, Rosemary? You need to be a little more prepared.
Yeah, it's not Anna's, it's Joanne's.
Oh, now that. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. Okay, here we go.
I still can't find it. Joanne's. Joanne's. Go. Website. Thank you. Shop now.
It's almost ready. The first one. So now what I'm going to do, I have these two plastic little basin things. I'm going to put some water, just regular water.
It was probably ready when you walked out.
Okay. Now, right now, those are just plain water. Some people use distilled water. It depends on the content of your water. I don't know what my content is. I'm just going with that for now. One of them is just plain water to wash it in. And then the other one, you're going to put about a capful of hydrogen
Peroxide.
peroxide. About a cap. And that's going to speed up the oxidation. Hold on, let me go check. Alrighty, this one was done. How long did that take?
Not very long.
It wasn't even 5 minutes, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so here we go.
It was the caboodle. It was inside this month's caboodle.
Yeah. Woohoo, look at that.
Ooh, carryover.
Woohoo. Okay, so now this is the plain water, and you do this to get all the chemicals to come off. Now it's going to look like everything went away, but just wait, be patient.
Hey, Barbie. I was like, I would have been like, oh no, I messed it up.
And
Oh my
now,
God.
so if you've done your own photography, it's the same basic, wipe off, wipe on. And
So just completely the opposite.
it does. It's kind of counterintuitive.
Very cool.
And then you can just lay them down inside or hang them, or you can put them outside because you've already neutralized it, so it's not going to do anything anymore as far as reacting to the light. Let's put that right there. Next one. So the actual printing is super, obviously super simple. What takes more time is the prepping of the paper and the mixing of the stuff. But once you've done it, and the hesitation or the anxiety of doing it right is gone, then it's really super simple.
Right.
And then after you've got the basics, which is what we're doing right now, then you can get really creative and do all kinds of cool stuff with it. Uh, you can work with negatives. It looks really pretty when you work with negatives. You can print out, um, on transparencies, whether you want to do it the negative way or the positive, and print it like that. Those come out really super cool. You can do this on fabric. You can do it on anything that's porous, basically. If it's porous, you can put the chemicals on it and you can print on it. So again, that's all up to your imagination. Woohoo! Very cool, huh?
Very cool.
Very cool. Let me go see what's going on outside. Be back in a second.
It's cyanotype. She's got water in one that she dips it to clean it off, and then the other one has a cap full of hydrogen peroxide to set it.
This was already starting to get a lot of moisture because it was starting to sweat. Starting to sweat. And so just to show you, you can do it with live plants or you can do it with the fake plants. Because it's not the plants that's doing it, it's just the shadow that it's casting is what's doing the print. So it doesn't matter. Those fronds were a little too close. Because it's not real, but still you get the effect. And so you can see where I touched there, my finger still had the water with the peroxide, so it started doing it right away, which isn't a problem. But in case you're wondering, why is that dot there? That was from my fingers. Uh-oh. That almost disappeared. How weird is that?
What happened?
I don't know. It's there, but it's... Oh, I know exactly what happened. Okay, I understand. I'll explain it to you. Yeah, something you need to be aware of. All right, so... Duh. Hello, Rosemary. See how that is so faint?
Okay.
You can see that. The reason is because I used this stencil and the light went through the stencil. So there's only a little bit of difference between the direct light and the light through the stencil. So that's why it isn't so dramatic.
So what would happen if you did the baths backwards?
Same thing. Same thing. The only way that this would work is if you painted this.
No, if you dipped it in the hydrogen peroxide water first by
No,
mistake.
nah, it wouldn't do anything. It was the light factor. So, like for instance, if you were to get your jelly plate and just like very lightly get paint all over it, then that would stop the light from going through, and you'd get a really super cool print.
Right.
But I got too much of a mess here to try and do that. But anyway, so if you're going to use something that transparent, I didn't think it would be that thin, but obviously you can see my fingers, so I guess yeah. I guess so. You need to cover it somehow, and the best way is with paint that you can just wash off later. All right, okay, what else can we do? Let me see what else I got.
You have some die cuts?
I never keep stuff like that. Let me see what I got up here. Die cuts. Uh-oh, spoke too soon. I have a few right here. Hold on. Let's see what I got. It was left over from some other project we did together. Oh, I got some stuff.
There you go.
Okay, so let me get some. Let me get some. Where? Oh, where did it? Oh, I'm gonna say where did the papers go? They're hiding over here. Barb, I don't know. Well, I don't think it would be a problem if you did it by backwards. It's just that now instead of this being clean, it's going to have the wipe off of the what you call it. So I don't think it'll be disastrous, but you're going to mess up your baths and you'll have to like throw them out and start all over again as far as a bath is concerned. Because you probably can't tell, but this already has a yellowish kind of almost like a urine kind of color, and this is still clear because this one has the solution that you're washing off.
Did you say urine?
Yeah, it looks a little bit like urine. It looks a little bit like somebody had a little accident in there. Okay, let's put some of these just to see how goofy this might come out. I forgot I had these. Glad you mentioned it. Okay, let's try these puppies, see what happens.
Cool.
Hold on, I'm looking for something, guys. Okay, I'll show you. We won't see really good results because it needs to stay there out a long time, but I'll show you the basic steps on how to do the wet cyanotype. But like I said, the result, usually you leave it out there for hours, even in this kind of weather. Okay, so for the wet cyanotype, what you do Okay, so you get your papers. Okay, so if you can do it this way, and if you're going to like eventually make your own solution and wet your own, and prepare your own papers, then if you want to do the wet cyanotype, you don't have to obviously go through the trouble of drying them. You can go straight from putting the solution onto your paper onto this next step. And so what we're going to do, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of turmeric, which is going to be a big mess here, but that's okay. I'm doing it just for you guys.
Turmeric.
And we're just going to kind of sprinkle it around. Don't need a lot. If you've ever done anything with turmeric, you know it's kind of powerful in the as far as color and staining your clothes and everything. Whoops, let me pour this out back over here. Okay, so you get your turmeric. Then you get a little container of water with a little bit of soap, and then you stir it up to get a bunch of bubbles, because we're only going to use the bubbles, so that's important.
Thanks, Leslie.
And this, I forgot to bring any dish soap. This is just hand soap, so it's not bubbling as much as your dish soap does, but you'll get the idea either way.
Are you just flicking?
Yep.
Oh, that's the suds. Okay.
Okay. I don't want to put too much because I'm not going to be able to leave it out there that long to really do as much as I would like for it to do, but you're going to get just the gist of it, you know.
Right.
Okay. Before I went to climb my tree, I had to go away on the other side of the yard to put them out. I don't have any sun on my porch anymore. Okay.
Ooh, those worked.
Yeah. Good idea. Now you could just wash these and just set them out, and within a couple of hours, they'll end up looking like that. They'll start to um, change, but this just speeds up what would happen naturally. Look at that. Woohoo.
Wow. So
Pretty.
vibrant.
Yeah. You can see how this is starting to get yellow as opposed to this one over here. It's still clear. It's really cool. Ah, watch out. Now, I'm not sensitive to this chemical at all. Everybody has this different sensitivity. Um, but you could do the same thing just with like a little stick. I usually use like a chopstick, to move it around with, but it doesn't bother me at all.
Hey, Amber.
Hey, Amber.
Hey, Dad's Vintage Garage.
Mr. Dad. We need a dad.
Oh, that looks good.
Yep. Okay, so we got to give it a couple of minutes for the one that's outside, because the one that's out there, normally you would leave that out there for hours, okay, for it to like morph and do all kinds of stuff. But you'll still be able to see a little bit of the possibility, just so you can get an idea if it's something you're even interested in, at all. But yeah, these came out pretty cool. Now, next time I'll know I need
Yeah.
to make
Paint
that
the stencil
dark.
black.
Yeah, I got to paint that up before I do anything. What else do I have here? I have a few more papers. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, okay. Look, hello. This one I never cleaned, so this will work.
Ah,
So I'm going to do these. Where's my papers? Yes, they will. Good example of what will work. Get the water off. Don't get them wet. Don't get them wet, Rosemary. Uh-oh, do I have a bigger sheet? Because that is way too big for... Oh, yeah, I have a half sheet. Hold
don't give them the oysters. Aw. No.
Okay, now this will work, guys. And where is my other one? I got another one here. I don't think I have anything to put on top of it, though. Uh-oh. I got this one, too. Okay, let me go put these out. And I'm going to bring the other one in now, even though it's like, 3 hours too short. But you guys can still get the idea.
So what's cool to you, Amber? Is that the one with the suds on it?
Yeah.
I guess when it's 117 degrees, that's a different story.
Here, girl.
Oh, Mama got more chicken. They're in heaven.
So it's not really doing its magic because it would go all over the place and it would, with condensation inside of there, it moves the colors and all that. But you'll still get the idea, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of, the possibilities. So can you see
The urine?
how it starts switching it around and it gives it that nice golden
Yep.
tone? And anyway, it when you leave it there long enough, it does some really cool morphing.
Still looks cool though.
Excuse me. Yeah, it does. It's just I'm comparing it to what I know it could be. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
I saw Katie Tribe of Five doing your caboodle today.
Oh, cool. Oh, and I put them in the shop today.
I saw that. Wow, that one looks kind of aquatic.
It does, doesn't it? Now it's aquatic upside down.
Now you could put that in your funky fishy something in the future.
There you go.
That one kind of looks like an alien. His two eyes and his big mouth. Well, that almost looks like you're looking through something at a distant beach scene.
Distant beach scene. There you go. A satellite photo. Okay. Oh, I'm running out of room, people. All right, give it a couple of minutes for that other one. Oh man, I had another one here. I might have to put that out there. And I'm losing sun because at this time of the day we get a lot of shade um, from that big giant pecan tree. I might be able to do one more. Let me see if I can get this one.
Hey, Dale.
Clean that off.
Looking through a knot hole in a wooden fence.
Is everybody seeing stuff now?
Pinky is.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I do too, Pinky. I got plenty of sun.
Pinky, are you on the west side? Are you going to get rain from this storm? Or are you on the east side of the state? I can't remember.
Of Arizona?
Yeah.
I don't.
Because they're getting it too. Arizona is. And Nevada. But it's going to get the rain though. But that's bad enough because, it's a lot of rain. So flash flood is a problem. I'm going to put this out and I'm going to bring the other two in.
Yeah, that would be nice. You would think, though, this rain would be a godsend, though, to all that dry area.
Not when it floods.
Well, no, not when it floods, but
Yeah, the problem is a lot of those areas are going to get within a couple of hours the same amount of rain they usually get in a whole year. So you can.
Pinky's on the eastern side of Arizona.
Oh, okay. She's safe.
But she wants some rain a little bit.
See how much better that one worked out?
Yep.
Because it had the paint on it.
Ooh. She just appeared, man. Very cool.
Now, see how those little blotches all over?
Yep.
That's because I cleaned the turmeric and the soap in here. So those landed on there when I washed it and did a little quickie distortion of it, but it still looks cool. So if you're going to, do the wet kind, make sure you clean that before you go on to one that you don't have the soap and the turmeric on. Still cool. Doesn't bother me. I just wanted to explain why it's there.
Oh. Oh, very cool for Halloween. It's like John Lennon.
Very cool, guys.
Barbie said, how do you know how long to expose the paper?
You just have to keep looking at it. When it's completely shifted, it depends how much sun you have, the angle of the sun. There's no answer. You just have to be vigilant and keep looking. So when the color of the paper has shifted to a different tone, it's done.
Yeah,
When you
doesn't
just
take long in Texas, that's for sure.
no, I mean these are taking right now in this heat. These are the straight ones. They're taking less than a minute. So just to give you an idea.
What is the best paper to use?
It all depends what you're going to do with it. If you're going to collage with it and tear it up, you can just use copy paper. If you want to frame it, I would be using watercolor paper or handmade paper of some sort. I'll be right back.
Okay. I know the one she said with the turmeric and the soap suds almost hours and hours, so I don't think it's too long.
Now this one, I don't even think it was out there a minute. I just went out, came in here, and went back out. So let's see what this one does. Give you an idea. Oh, see, less than a minute out there. There you go.
Wow.
So you now know the basics, and all the rest is just playing around, doing a little research, doing experiments. This is once you know the basics, this is sort of like when you do your eco printing. Um, no, you're never going to replicate it more than once. It's not going to come out the same. And what happens, how what person does, you're not going to be able to do it exactly. You might kind of in general, but
What chemical, Amber? The cyanotype?
let me go get this water out of here before I have a big accident. So if you want to, buy the chemicals to do it, Jacquard has. You have to use both of these, and it gives you instructions and the amount and all that kind of good stuff. It gives you all the good directions. So this is what you would need to get, and you just look up cyanotype, anywhere. Go to Amazon because that'll, it makes everything pretty concise. But you might find it cheaper or more expensive other places. Just shop around. But this is basically whoops. That's basically what you're buying. Don't ask me to say it. I don't want to butcher it, but that's what you're getting. And that's if you're doing a large quantity. They also have, Jacquard also has the smaller pack, which is easier. You don't have to measure or do anything. You just fill these, they're already pre-measured how much you need, because this stuff you have to measure out. This is already that way. You just fill it up with water. You shake it up. You let it sit at least overnight for it to do its thing in the bottle, and then you can use it after that. And it has it's already got these things measured out for you. So you can do it that way. But anyway, look how cool, guys. Woohoo.
Very cool. You can see the difference in the lady that you left out there for like a minute, the depth of the blue.
Yeah, exactly. And almost nothing. Kind of a ghosty print
Yeah.
because it went right through. I mean, if that's what you're going for, you can achieve that if you just want to use regular stencils. And then also last time we used, I can't do it anymore because I've lost the sun. It's all shade because of my tree. But you can also use stamps if they have the picture on the stamp. You know what I mean, right? As opposed to just being clear. The clear ones won't work. You already know that. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like these kinds of stamps, it's black. So when you put it on the paper and put it out, it'll do the print because all of the light isn't going to go through. But if you have some of the stamps don't have, the print out of it, it's just the stamp, that won't work because everything will go through. But we did that last time and it came out pretty cool. I don't have any examples, but it was neat.
I guess you could use like metal gears and stuff like that too.
Yep, yep. You
Want
really,
a steampunky?
yeah, you could. Most definitely. Any questions?
I think we answered them all.
Yes, you can print on a transparency with your stamp. You can also print on your computer, on your printer. If there's any kind of picture, like if you have family portraits or something, and you would like to have it printed on here, you can print it out on a transparency. Depending which way you want it to look, you can reverse it. Whether you want it to look like a negative or like a real photograph. You can print those out and then put it on the paper.
Amber, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't use red rubber or wood top, because wood top you're just going to get a square,
yep. Won't
and the
work.
red rubber you're just going to get the outline of the shape of the stamp. It's not going to give you,
Yeah.
because the sun is reading that clear part and not affecting the black part.
Yeah. So it's just going to be a blob if you use the wood or the other one, or the red rubber.
Yeah.
So I haven't done it, but I saw one time on Pinterest where they did it, like say they did this on fabric, and then they came back and they stitched it. It looks so cool. And like here, they might do a little bit of the eye. They might do some of the cheek. It was very kind of abstracty. It wasn't like, the whole thing. It was just a really cool look. I think I might try something like that. Again, if you have family portraits, that would be fun to work with.
Oh.
Especially if they're like the old relatives. If you got old pictures, I don't have any of that, but a lot of people do. They have great grandparents. I don't have pictures of that at all. Yeah, this looks really cool on rocks too. Anything that is absorbent, you can do it, because the chemical can't just sit on top; it'll fall off. So it has to be absorbed, and then it'll work.
That would work.
It looks like that's no more questions that I can see.
Nope.
I might, after supper, maybe, I'm not for sure, I might come on and show my journal that got returned to me. It is absolutely fantastic. So I got that. When I get that, it must have been yesterday. Got my days confused a little bit. So depends what time I get done with all supper and everything. I don't even know what we're eating. And it's already going to be 6, so my time.
Oh,
all right,
wait.
ladies. I hope you have fun playing around with this. It is really, real simple, but very dramatic, if I do say so myself.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. If I decide to go on, I'll give a little bit of notice. So you can look out for that and give you time to show up and look at the journal. All right, ladies, thank you so much. Have fun. Stay cool. Stay dry. All the above.
All right.
Goodbye, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you later.
All right. Good night.